Top 10 manhwa where the MC is the strongest and most dangerous in his universe. The MC of every manhwa starts off as the weakest in their universe. Some are weak and some are strong, but we are willing to bet that you won't find a more powerful one than these 10. You got the power to destroy everything, but you are still forced to fight for your freedom. This video is about an MC who has powers so dangerous he could destroy everything in his universe. This list includes 10 manhwa which are known for their unique ability and strength. Here is a list of 10 strongest characters in manhwa universe. Starting off with our number 10, Record of the War God. Would you like to read something with fights longer than one piece? Muso Wall opened his eyes 20 years later to stop the cults aiming to dominate the Midlands. Who are you? The question of his defeat voice, but they received an answer that filled them with despair. Muso Wall, that is my name. The legend of the War God, forgotten in time, has begun once more. If you want some badass MC in manhwa, then you can read this. Number 9. Player who returned 10,000 years later. It's your classic power fantasy manhwa. Instead of starting out strong at the start, the MC has to slowly progress in order to unlock his powers that were sealed. One day he suddenly found himself in hell. All he had was a desire to live and a predation ability. From the first to the 9,000 circles of hell, he absorbed dozens, hundreds of thousands of demons. Even the 7 great dukes of hell bowed down before him. Why would you wish to go back? Doesn't this highness have everything that's in hell? What do I have? Nothing to eat and nothing to enjoy. The only thing in hells are the barren lands and terrible demons. I'm going back. After 10,000 years, he returns to Earth. The art is pretty good and the story is fine. Number 8. Heavenly Sword's Grand Saga. There are people in the world that think they are the chosen of the heavens. It's been decades since chaos and strife among heroes ensued because of those people. A certain disciple who has 6 masters has been entrusted with the fate of the central plains. If you guys are the heavens, then I am the sword that will pierce the heavens. That was what he would resolve to do. No one mentioned that he was fatty though. In any case, now that he's here, he will need to save the world. Damn it, lose some weight first. It's pretty good except for the fact that the name of it is as generic as every other martial arts series. The art is pretty nice, the characters are enjoyable so far, and I am not sure about the story yet. Number 7. Maxed out leveling. After a car crash mysteriously transports him to a land of martial arts, Cha Shin-yoon trains for 140 years and becomes the strongest in Murim. But when he returns to Earth, it's nothing like he remembers. Though he is finally reunited with his sister, the home he once knew is now filled with people called hunters who defeat monsters to level up their powers in a constant race for survival. Now he must start back at level 1 and work to exact revenge on the person who altered his fate. One thing I liked here so far is that 1 doesn't seem to be all about wealth and fame, in other words greed, as most other of its kind. Number 6. The Dark Magician transmigrates after 66,666 years. Diablo Volpier, a powerful dark mage, was defeated and sealed away in a battle against the 12 gods. He finally wakes up from his sleep 66,666 years later, however, in the body of a newborn baby, Jamie Welton. 9 years later, with a fraction of power he once held and the loving family and peaceful environment he is now surrounded by, Jamie plans to exact revenge against the 12 gods that he had sealed him away. I really recommend this manhwa to everyone who likes the genre of OP main characters. Moving on to our number 5, The Return of the Crazy Demon. The mad demon, Jaha Lee, dreams of becoming the god of martial arts. Unfortunately, his dreams are dashed after he falls off a cliff while running from the demonic cult for stealing the Jade of Heaven. Yet, this is not the end for Jaha. He awakens from the fall to find himself back in his 20s. With his knowledge of the future and of martial arts, he now has a chance at revenge and at getting life right this time. Will he be able to fulfill his dream this time around, or is he doomed to face the same fate yet again? I hope this story remains interesting going further, but I definitely recommend this one. Number 4. Rooftop Swordmaster. After being beat up and put into a coma by 8 of his classmates at Nyeongkwang Middle School, Sia-young woke up after 9 long months and find out that his father committed suicide by self-immolation in an attempt to get justice for what happened to him. As a result, the investigation reopened and the attackers who tried to sweep it under the rug received a proper sentence for their crimes. But Sia-young was unable to assuage the anger and fear he felt for the unjust world. Sia-young thoroughly hid himself from this sort of world. The sun would rise and set, the seasons changed, and not once did he step out of his zone. But one day, a sudden and strange sound enticed him to open the door. Embedded in the center of the rooftop was a gigantic blade emblazoned with the words "Fighting Sword," and with it came the whispers of a god. Number 3. Chronicles of the Martial Gods Return. Main character is the most powerful Gosu in the entire Mirim world. He killed a lot of other martial artists. 7 being martial artists got together and sealed the main character in ice. After 10,000 years, the main character got released from his ice prison. Many things have changed in him during these 1,000 years. He has become more good-natured. He adopts a girl who was about to die and tries to raise her to the best of his ability. This manga is really good. The main character is overpowered from the start. His nature is also very likable. He never shows mercy to his enemies. The art of this manhwa is also good, but it becomes a little bit inconsistent sometimes. But these minor errors do not hold this manhwa back in any way. The world building is also looking very good, and this is a highly recommended manhwa. Number 2. Return of the Disaster Class Hero. Human calls them calamities, the unknown, destructive creatures that suddenly appeared on Earth. To challenge these calamities, the zodiac gods awakened 12 humans known as Saints. But there was one more that awoke, unchosen but the greatest hero of all, Jeon Lee. His allies betrayed him and left him for dead. But now, 20 years later, he is more powerful than ever and ready to teach his fellow Saints a lesson they will never forget. The fighting scenes are marvelous. MC is OP from the start and the story is nothing new, but it is still satisfactory. And finally, number 1. Solo Leveling. E-Class Hunter. Jin Woo-sung is the weakest of them all, looked down on by everyone. He has no money, no abilities to speak of, and no other job prospects. So when his party finds a hidden dungeon, he is determined to use this chance to change his life for the better. But the opportunity he finds is a bit different from what he had in mind. So the main storyline is the main character developing his skills and becoming more powerful. It was such an intense reading how he was becoming who he is now at chapter 110. Even though his appearance had changed, he absolutely developed. This is what I like the most about it. And moreover, he is not stupidly boasting about it to everyone around. But instead, he is kinda stealthy and discreet about his actions. So it is just my advice, just try to read it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the list and that you must have acquired a new manhwa title to go read with. And if you did, then leave a like, share this video with your buddies. Also, you guys can leave any type of suggestion on the comment section down below. And like always, make sure you're subscribed to us so that you won't be missing out on any of our future updates. I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care and peace out.